Hey there, Captain Mutant here. Every space outpost worth its salt needs to communicate with the rest of the universe. This has been the case since the very first classic space sets, and there was no reason for me to skimp on that when creating my own. As my original concept was all about celebrating the past, I created 3 communications radar dishes which were very blocky and very reminiscent of their 1978 counterpart. And I was quite happy with that. But as I updated my project and refined my concept, I found myself moving further and further away from the idea of making an homage to these designs of old, and more along the lines of how would LEGO designers create something that kept the feel of those vintage sets, but used modern parts and building techniques. So I went back to the drawing board to see how I could modernize the whole shebang. Since the entire communications array is designed to be easily removed from its roof location, let's take it off and see how my current dishes are built. The base has a few different antennas at the back and a fair amount of gribbling. As this is all harking back to the classic space era, hints of blue are present throughout. The smallest dish is extremely simple. I started with modified 1x1 tile with clip and connected it to a rounded modified 1x1 plate with handle. I put a blue 1x1 round tile around the back because, you know, classic space colors rule, and the dish hooks up round the front. To finish it off, I added a transparent dark pink 1x1 round plate inside the dish. The medium one starts with a 2x2 inverted radar dish, and attached to that is a pneumatic T-piece. Then, on the side, I attached a bent skeleton arm with clips and a 24mm outer cable to that arm. I then slid a 1x1 modified plate with clip along that bar and hooked up a second bent skeleton arm on the other side. That modified plate is how I attached the 4x4 inverted radar dish, and, because I think it looks nicer, I then attach another 2x2 inverted radar dish to the larger one, and finish it off with a transparent dark pink 1x1 round plate. Once again, round the back, there's the obligatory blue 1x1 round tile. Finally, let's look at the biggest dish. It will rest on 4 2x2 round corner tiles, at the center of which is a round 2x2 jumper plate and a 1x1 round plate. That one's necessary for the large 3x3 inverted radar dish to connect to it. I then used a tiny 1x1 round tile with pin, but it's perfect to connect what's known as the bad robot arm to it. I then attached a parabolic ring to that bad robot arm, and of course the obligatory blue part, a 2x2 round tile at the back. Round the front, I need a 2x2 round plate to attach the large 6x6 inverted web dish, followed by a smaller 3x3 inverted radar dish, the same part I used for the base. At the center of those dishes, I placed a 24mm outer cable and finished it off with a tiny 2x2 inverted radar dish, and, like the other two, a transparent dark pink round plate. All these dishes are connected to the base by jumper plates, meaning they can easily rotate, and they're also designed to tilt, so you can put them in practically any position. I hope you'll agree they look more interesting and futuristic than the original ones I'd created, while still preserving a flavor from the past. That's all I have for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if there's anything specific you'd like me to cover in a future episode. Don't forget to add your support to my LEGO Ideas proposal, the link's in the description, and I'll speak to you next time.